Who am I? Before you read, do you have a story about who you are and where you come from? Let us know in the comment below. Now let's get started. Once upon a time, a young girl named Mary lived in a big Australian city. Mary had dark brown hair and bright eyes, but she didn't feel like she belonged. She lived with a kind family, the Burkes, but they weren't her real mom and dad. Mary remembered bits and pieces from when she was little. She remembered holding her mom's hand, warm and safe. But most of her memories were from living with the Burkes. They fed her yummy food and tucked her into bed every night, but Mary still felt a hole in her heart. Everyone told Mary to forget about her past. "You're one of us now," they'd say. They called her Mary Burke, but Mary didn't feel like a Burke. She looked different from them, with her dark hair and brown skin. One day, at school, Mary overheard some kids talking. "Look at her," one whispered, pointing at Mary. "She's different." Mary felt a tear roll down her cheek. Why was she different? Where did she come from? Later that day, Mary met a kind old lady named Dot. Dot had wrinkles around her eyes and a warm smile. She saw Mary crying and sat down beside her. "What's wrong, little one?" Dot asked gently. Mary told Dot everything, how she missed her mom and didn't feel like she belonged anywhere. Dot listened patiently, her eyes filled with understanding. "You know," Dot said, "there are many stories like yours. Many children were taken away from their families a long time ago." Mary didn't understand. Taken away? Why? Dot explained that there was a time when people didn't understand Australia's first peoples, the ones who lived here for thousands of years before anyone else. Some children were taken from their families and placed with other families, like Mary was with the Burkes. Mary felt a spark of understanding. Maybe that's why she felt different. Maybe she was part of something bigger, something special. Dot smiled. "You are strong, Mary. You come from a long line of people who are brave and proud. You should be proud of who you are." Mary felt a warmth spread through her. Maybe it was okay to be different. Maybe being different meant she was connected to something amazing, something from her past. Dot started teaching Mary about her heritage. She showed her pictures of beautiful landscapes and told stories about the Dreamtime, the stories of creation that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people have told for generations. Mary learned about strong women and clever men, about the land and the animals. Mary started feeling a connection to something bigger than herself. She felt proud of her heritage, even though it made her feel different at school. One day, a big celebration was coming up. Australia Day. Mary went to school feeling nervous. Everyone would be talking about Australia, but would they understand her story? During the celebration, Mary surprised everyone. She stood up and told her story, about missing her mom and learning about her heritage. She spoke about being proud to be Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander. Some kids still looked confused, but some listened with open ears. Mary hoped they understood a little bit more about her story, about who she was. From that day on, Mary felt a little different. She still felt a pang for her mom, but she also felt pride in who she was. She was Mary, an Australian girl with a unique story, connected to a long and powerful heritage. And that, she knew, was something to be proud of. Mary's story at the Australia Day celebration sparked a wave of curiosity in her classmates. Some kids came up to her afterwards, peppering her with questions about her heritage. Mary, initially shy, surprised herself by finding joy in sharing the stories Dad had taught her. She showed them pictures of Dreamtime paintings, and even taught them a few basic words in her traditional language, which her family was trying to learn as well. As weeks turned into months, Mary noticed a shift. The whispers and stares became less frequent, replaced by invitations to play and genuine interest. One sunny afternoon, Mary found herself surrounded by classmates, all eager to learn how to throw a boomerang she had brought in. Their laughter filled the air as they practiced, the sound a melody of acceptance and newfound understanding. Mary realized that sharing her story wasn't just about her, it was about building bridges. The more she shared, the more she learned about her classmates' backgrounds too. Turns out, many of them had families who came from all corners of the world, each with their own traditions and stories. Do you have a story about who you are and where you come from? Maybe your family has traditions or ways of celebrating that are unique. Share your story with us in the comment below. The more we share our stories, the more we realize how much we have in common, even if we seem different on the surface. Together, we can create a more inclusive and vibrant Australia, a place where everyone feels like they belong. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this story. Like and subscribe to Go English Story for more interesting stories. See you in my next video.